This world is a competition, and in a world full of distractions and people that don't follow through on their word, it is easy to win. Today's the day you separate yourself from everybody because you cut out the distractions and you do exactly what you said you were going to do. Let's get to work.
Girls are distractions.
Straight up.
Unless you're in I think a relationship is a distraction unless you're ready for that. You feel me? I know how much dedication and commitment that takes, so I wouldn't even go down that route yet. You feel me?
The biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't. People delay doing things they don't like for longer than it takes to do them.
How much faster would you achieve your goals if it was just you and your goal? Not you and your goal and Netflix and video games and social media and friends you don't like and movies and shows and all these distractions that are splitting your attention in a million different directions. You can blame your lack of accomplishment on your friends, on your family, on this, on that. But the reality is, if it was just you and your goal and no other noise, no other distractions, I guarantee you would have nothing better to do than achieve your goal. So look around at your life and identify the things that take your attention away from the person you want to be and the things you want to accomplish, and remove that shit. Because if your goals are as important to you as you say they are, why would you voluntarily make it harder to achieve?
If you get out of high school, you don't know what to do, and then you start playing video games and you're on social media, a day can slip by like that.
Yeah.
A day becomes a week, becomes a month, becomes a year, and before you know it, you're 30.
Yeah, right.
And you
That's
haven't
for
done
sure.
shit.
If you're already working hard, you're already going to the gym, you're already training, you make sure that you're getting as much muscles as possible, as much money as possible, you're dedicated, you don't sleep in, you don't waste your time, you don't smoke weed, you don't play video games, you're focused on trying to become fantastic as a person. You can just ignore that girl. That girl who broke your heart or cheated on you, just ignore her. The most powerful move you can make is ignore her. Yeah, you could yell at her, yeah, you could try and make her scared of you, blah, blah, stupid crap, right? That's not gonna work. You're on your ascent. She is likely on her descent, and she's gonna have to watch you for the rest of her life be the man that she could have been with that she's no longer good enough for. The best thing you can do is simply ignore her. That is the powerful move. The answer is nearly always the fucking same. Get rich, ignore the noise. Buckle down, ignore the noise. Lock in, focus, do important shit, ignore the noise. And make sure you're doing things that actually matter.
I don't have time for people in my life this year who I gotta keep going back and telling you what the vibe is this year. Cause I can't keep losing cause I'm loyal to you, but you loyal to always being out of position. That's why in 2025, you're gonna have one meeting, one meeting only. We staying focused, we staying fruitful, we staying faithful. I'ma tell you this in January. If I look up in Mars and you out of position, I'ma let you stay out of position, cause I can't waste another year like last year trying to get you where you need to be when I'm trying to get me where I gotta be. Praying is a position. That's why you can't be on the phone gossiping and listening to mess and talk about who in the family did what. I'ma stay in position. Cause if I stay ready, I ain't got to get. If you stay in position, he'll give you your possessions. You so busy chasing stuff that would chase you. Why you don't come around no more? I'm in position. Being around y'all ain't a sin, but being around y'all make me let my hair down too much, which pulls me out of position. You think you better than everybody. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but I am different than you. And I'm not gonna take my life for granted. Millions didn't make it. I'm one of the ones who did. And I'm not gonna keep looking up, getting where I am. I'm going to stay in.
Always remember, you chase money. Never chase bitches. Never, ever. It take money to make money. First you stack your paper, then you make boss moves. Can't make no move with no money.
Your only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
I'm at the point in my life right now where I'm just locking in. I can't keep worrying about distractions and things that ain't serving my purpose, because everything I do now depends on how my future looks. So I'm locked in and I'm focused.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab.
Is there any better feeling than being locked in?
Like when you are locked in and you are, you know, you're taking and you're in a rhythm and every day you're knocking it down, you never miss a step. Like you go to bed feeling great, you wake up feeling inspired, you go in the gym with energy, right? Like that's the best way to live. That's why like I didn't want to stop.
You gotta fucking stop. You gotta stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you.
I'm at the point now where I'd look at a beautiful woman and go, I can go on a date with her and she's absolutely gorgeous and perhaps we'll fall in love and it'll be great, but you know what, I'd rather I don't want to be off my phone.
Yeah.
I don't want to date girls. I just want to conquer the earth. I don't care about anything else.
No more gray decisions in your life. It either serves the man or the woman you want to become, the business you want, the father you want to be, the wife you want to be, the mom you want to be, the leader you want to be, the business you want to have. Your actions either serve and take you towards that version of yourself, or those actions take you away from that. If you get rid of, well, maybe kinda, you know, surfing on my phone a little bit, or doing this a little bit, or binging on Netflix a little bit, or hanging out with those negative people a little bit. No. You want to go to the next level? You know what it's like to generate the kind of money, impact, and purpose that you know you can and want to? Then there's no gray anymore. It's time for you to make a not to-do list. You've had a to-do list your whole life. It's time to have a not to-do list and say no, and then open that time up. And that time should be spent on your business. That time should be spent on taking you from where you are to where you want to be. That time should be spent putting these 14 life lessons in place.
Oh, stay in the gym, don't chase women, work more, talk less. That's it. It's literally that simple, bro. You do those 4 things, your life is guaranteed to elevate.
You don't need motivation. You need self-control. You don't need more time. You need fewer distractions. You don't need stronger willpower. You need better systems. You don't need to lower your goals. You need better people around you. You don't need more possessions. You need to appreciate what you already have. You don't need to earn more money. You need to align with your values. What you truly need is clarity. Clarity to focus on what matters, to let go of what doesn't, and to build a life that aligns with your purpose. Everything else will fall into place.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't have tattoos, I don't want to impress anyone. I just want to show the best of myself. I always strive for hard work, dedication, and excellence. My life and my success came from my work, because without a doubt, talent without hard work is nothing.
I dare you to stop playing around with your life and your future, and dedicate the next 6 months exclusively to your goals and only your goals. Don't on any account tell anyone, nobody on Instagram, nobody on TikTok. Just disappear and do the work, and then reappear in 6 months and you'll be a different person. The question is, will you actually do it and put it into practice? Now you need to understand some things, that you're going to make a lot of people angry when you start doing what's best for you. You have to accept the fact that there really won't be anybody who can teach you. It's going to be day by day learning, mistake after mistake. But every mistake you make, it's all necessary, because it's part of the learning curve leading towards a big change in your fortunes. Just think about it, because the next 6 months are going to be as tough as it gets. No mentor, no shortcuts. Just pain, errors, mistakes, and hard work. You learn to earn by failing time and again. And every mistake isn't a loss, but a stepping stone to improvement, to growing yourself and making a better future for you and your family. But it isn't given to you. Never ever forget. It's earned one day at a time.
Most people are easily distracted because they don't have a plan for what they should be doing. So if I have a vision for what I want to create in my life, and I took the time to break down that vision into the steps, then I would know what I should be doing. And if I'm not doing it, it's not a distraction. I'm trying to avoid doing the work. Do you know what you should be doing to build your future?
No.
And that's totally normal. If you have the plan, you then understand what you're giving up.
You don't need fun. You need purpose. You need a mission. You need something larger than yourself to live for.
Concentrate single-mindedly on one thing at a time. Pick the most important thing that you have to do and concentrate single-mindedly on doing that and only that until it's done. The ability to concentrate single-mindedly on the most valuable use of your time and to stay with it without diversion or distraction until it's done gives you a tremendous sense of power and confidence and self-esteem. Working on low-level tasks, by the way, is a real downer. You can work on them all day. At the end of the day, you feel tired and depressed and negative, and you have low self-esteem because in the back of your mind, you know you're not accomplishing anything. By the way, all success is preceded by single-minded concentration on a single task for a long period of time before it's accomplished. There are no successful people who have not developed the ability to concentrate without diversion or distraction on the one thing. Andrew Carnegie, who became the richest man in America, said that the ability to do this and learning this one secret, the ability to concentrate on the highest value task, was what was more responsible for his fortune than anything else. He paid $64,000 to a management consultant for that one idea, and I just gave it to you for nothing.
So I know why you go on it. I know why you, because you just have the time. You have the time because you don't want to put that time into bettering oneself. Well, first of all, the fact that you don't have the courage to try to be somebody better than what you're not.